Your teapot is actually bigger than
Take a
this way.
this pan is big.
Hello, everybody.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you and welcome to Salam Cafe for this week. Absolutely jam-packed show this evening. AFL, Salam Cafe to go at the AFL Grand Final. Should be a beauty. We've got a continuation of Australia's search for the most controversial Imam in Imam Island. Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Ahmed Fahour. New segment, new panel members. It's going to be a great show, so welcome aboard. Go straight up to our first panel member, the golden voice of Oromo Radio, none other but Tolta Tufa. And the other, the queen of community radio, the Queen of Mahfoud. Salam alaikum.
Good to be here.
Thank you. And of course, none other but my great mate, Ahmed Hassan, 1984 AFL Youth of the Year.
Well, what about all this stuff about Aussie values? What do you think about that?
Well, look, there's been a lot of talk. There's been, you know, Kimbezi's had a bit there, Howard, Costello, even Petro Georgiou, who's crossed the floor like John Edwards, a bit of crossing over.
And frankly, I think it's fantastic. I think we should be having more of this values discussion and all the citizenship tests and all that sort of thing. In fact, I think it's been too late in coming. We've been for years doing random breath tests. I think we should have random values tests. Just walk around the street, pick people up, say, hey, what do you think about equality of the sexes?
Exactly.
You know, I think we should just be doing that.
If they get the answer wrong, I think they should just be sent back. And
kick them out of the country.
And their
That's the way it
passports
works.
at the door. Yeah, I think that's
I think so. In fact, I think Salam Cafe embraces this concept so much, so strongly, that we've in fact decided that we're going to institute a citizenship test of our own. We noticed that our barista Asad Ansari is back with us this week, but we're not actually going to let him on unless he can pass this test. So everyone, I've prepared 5 questions for us.
We can just make us work. Got them
Everybody, you have to earn your place on this show.
So Asad,
What do you think this is?
I hope you got your bags packed because you're in trouble if you don't. Now this test will cover politics, English language, sport, Australian history,
everything,
and multiculturalism. So pretty much a broad sweep of Australia.
Excellent.
You ready?
Okay. Let's start. English language, Asad. What is the longest example of a word formed by agglutinative construction?
That would be anti-disestablishmentarianism, Ahmed.
Very good.
Lucky.
Question 2, politics. In the second Fraser ministry, who was Minister for Administrative Services and Vice President of the Executive Council?
I believe it was the Right Honourable Richard Grieve Withers.
All right, we'll give you that. Thank you.
Impressive.
I'm almost sure.
Every true-blooded Australian loves his sport.
Absolutely.
So this is going to test you out. Which horse in the 1887, sorry, just make it a little bit harder, came third in the Melbourne Cup? Not first. Came third. And if you think you're good, tell me what weight he was carrying. In Imperial.
Oh, good God. Well, I think first was Dunlop.
Correct.
Yeah, well everyone knows that. Come on, get to the question.
It's the
Third was Australian Peer, £7.5. Actually, 7 stone 5.
Yeah.
Stone 5.
He's right.
All right. 2 more to go. Australian history, Asad. 1880, Ned Kelly and his gang of outlaws had their last stand at Glenrowan. Name me 3 characteristics of Kelly gang member Joe. You're not going to get this.
He was academically inclined.
Yeah.
He spoke Cantonese. And he was an excellent marksman, even though he got shot that day.
Okay, I said multiculturalism. In which month of the year do Muslims take part in their holy fast?
I don't know, January?
It's goodness gracious me. Well,
Am I in?
No, sorry mate, you're not in. You can't get in that easy. But we're going to go to something which is true Australian values, which is the AFL Grand Final. Salam Cafe went to go there. So have a look at this. Come on in, come on. We'll let you in anyway, mate. Come in.
We are here at the 2006 AFL Grand Final with West Coast playing Sydney. Beautiful day, beautiful weather, awesome crowd. Problem is it's Ramadan. That's not so much a problem. The problem is that at 6 o'clock we need to break our fast. and we break our fast with dates. But we're having trouble finding dates, so we're just going to have to ask some people, and I don't know what we're going to do, but let's get to it.
Y'all ready for this?
Tell us just how hungry you are.
Oh, we're hungry, all right. Yeah, that's for sure. He's been a long wait, but hopefully he's worth it.
Hey, that's a good idea. Give us a bit of a scream, go, come on the Eagles!
Come on, the Eagles!
And now a bit of a Salam Cafe.
Yeah!
Hey, State! Have a State! State 31! Mate, how hungry were you before the match for this victory?
Everybody was very, very, very hungry.
We're going and win overall.
Have you had a date before?
A date?
Yeah, the food, the date.
A what?
Are you hungry? Lashi, are you a religious man?
In what way?
Are you available Friday nights to come and do a makeup for our show?
Date! Date wanted! You want at least one date? I'm actually looking for a date. You guys got a date?
You're not looking at me.
No, not that type of date. No, sorry guys. When you're feeling real down, do you turn to a higher spirit or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Onward to victory.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot the words.
Are you a religious man?
No, not really. A few players are, and they don't mind doing. I think it's just a matter of relaxing, you know, and waiting for the game to come.
Obviously, you know, we played the better football in the year, and you know, this is what we get for it. This is the hard work.
Before the match, do you put yourself through a meditative process, or do you tell some prayers? Are you a religious man?
No, you know, I've done the work to get to where I am today. Can't get much fitter, don't get much stronger. Just go through the process on doing it, mate.
Salam Cafe.
Salam Cafe.
That's the one, Salam Cafe.
One last question. We've been fasting the whole day. We haven't eaten or drank. And we need to break fast with some dates. Would you happen to have any dates?
Oh, of course I do.
Got some dates.
It's your lucky day. There you go.
Premiership dates. Thank you very much.
No, not a problem at all.
No, it's just incredible. I mean, who'd have thought that this is the only place in the MCG you can actually get a date? Who'd have thought it?
In the pockets of a premiership winning player.
Date eaters are definitely winners.
No doubt.
Salam Cafe.
Yeah, it was a fantastic day, absolutely fantastic, and we absolutely have to thank Andrew Demetriou, CEO of the AFL, Patrick Keane from the AFL, and of course Nick Hatzeglu, who set it all up. We could never have done it without you, so thanks very much, guys.
Now, last week Ahmed Hassan did a segment about Arabic words. It was such a great success, he's got his own little segment now.
Well, I always had this pet theory that Alice Springs might be named after an Afghan cameleer, hence Ali's Springs. I worked with the RFDS up in Alice, went to the Springs and found out they were named after Governor Todd's wife, Alice. I went back to the online dictionary and found some words that were 100% authentic, derived from Arabic. We've got giraffe from zarafa, we've got orange from turunj in classical Arabic. We've got hazard from the French hasad, which is a dangerous game of chance, from the Arabic azar, dice.
Did you get them off my car, Ahmed? Put them back.
There's admiral from Amirul Rahl, the leader of the trip, and my personal favourite, checkmate. Checkmate from the
Mate. That's an Australian term, mate.
Yep, that's right. Well, when the migrants do the English test, a bit of Arabic will help them, because checkmate comes from the Persian Shah Mat, the king is dead, or from the Arabic Sheikh Mat. So there you have it.
Fantastic. Okay, the king is dead. Long live the king. And we'll be back with the king of the National Australia back after the break, Ahmed Fahour.
Tonight, the search for Australia's most controversial Imam continues.
Mine's it's more of an introspective. I used to think that I could not go on.
I can be the best year. You just gotta choose me, because bro, I rap, right, and that's how I connect to the youth, bro. I go with this. I'll show you a bit of a rap, right? Okay. Yo, salam alaikum. My name is Sheikh Mahmoud, and I sort of go, bro, if you come to my mosque, I'll take you out the hood, cuz.
I wanna go on Hajj, 'cause it's a pilgrimage.
I am the only Muslim in Australia. If anybody else look like me, they are Muslim, but nobody look like me. Nobody spit like me.
We don't eat from dusk till dawn. That's why it's called Ramadan.
I can speak everything, bro. I can speak English, I can speak Lebanese, bro. I can speak all the languages, Greek, Turkish, anything you want, cuz. And I can speak... Oh, sorry, that's my phone. Just give me 1 second. So... Hello?
I do not care if there is nobody following me. I am my own leader. I am the Muslim community, and I am the leader of my own Muslim community.
Just get it out of the back of the truck and put it in my house.
I am real Islam, and they cannot accept it. Because when you look at me, there is just too much peace in my face.
I wanna be an Imam. I wanna memorize the whole Quran.
Mate, what was that? Do you know what you're here for? We're not looking for cute and cuddly.
Look, I know I was really nervous, but it's just because I'm not used to showing that side of myself publicly. I think you're on the wrong show. This is Australian Imam, not Australian wussbag.
And bro, I can relate to the youth, cuz. I can relate to everyone. I can relate to you, I can relate to you, and I can relate to you. I can relate to everyone, bro. Everyone, cuz. You're just not aggressive enough, mate. I mean, you're too enthusiastic, you're too involved with the youth. I mean, you're a bit immature. I know you are. You said you are water more, bro.
Lebanese. Who's into Lebanese at the moment? Did you not watch the Cronulla riots? Oh, and you're fat.
I know, bro. I know what I am, but what are you, bro?
I'm not gonna cry.
What am I, bro?
You are looking at the Muslim community, and there is only one leader and one follower, and it is I, and I am the Imam of my own community. Take it or leave it, deal or no deal.
Mate, that was absolutely fantastic. That's a touchdown!
You're born to perform. You're a natural. You're born to perform.
Yeah, I loved it. I love it. You got the whole package. On the chubby side, but nothing to do personal training won't fix. Yeah, you've got the yes from me.
Was that a yes? Are you sure it is a yes? Because if it is a yes, well thanks, guys. That was awesome. I've been waiting for this day like my whole life, man. That was yes. I'm so you're gonna see his face on the current affair. I'm gonna be representing the Muslims, man. Good on you guys. Thanks. I don't know what it was. I think I just really gave the media what they want. They want to see this crazy guy, and I just gave it to them. And I'm going to be on a current affair tonight. I'm going to make all the headlines across all newspapers. I can tell I've got a new career. I'm going to be this crazy guy that every TV station and newspaper wants to talk about. Yeah. Thanks, Australia.
It's a very hard act to follow, but we'll try our best. Let's welcome our special guest for tonight, Mr. Ahmed Fahour, the Chief Executive Officer from the National Australia Bank. It's great to have Ahmed here because there's never enough Ahmeds on this panel. There's only myself, now Ahmed and Ahmed Hassan. So if you think there's no names in the Muslim community, you're probably right.
Now, sorry, we're just, for this interview, I'm going to cut straight to the important stuff, straight to the chase. When are you going to become the president of the Carlton Football Club?
Look, there's two jobs. There's the Carlton Football Club and then there's the National Australia Bank. Let me tell you, the Carlton Football Club's a lot harder, so I'm going to stick with my other job.
Cop out. I want a date.
we were hoping if you're going to take over, you're going to get rid of all the pagans there.
No. Dennis is actually a terrific coach, and I'm glad he's staying on for another year.
Definitely.
All this football talk, I think we should get to the real reason why you're here. The Sheikh Fahmy Naji Al Imam Scholarship for Outstanding Young Australians, what's that all about?
Look, we in the bank have a couple of scholarships where we've designed those to reach out to communities, to reach out to different ethnic groups and communities and put the bank back where the people are. So we have an Indigenous scholarship, which we put out a while ago. That's going quite well for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders. We put out a Jewish scholarship, and now I've put out a Muslim scholarship. So we've actually got one that reaches out to all the people in our community and says, you know what, we want to do business with you, and we want to also put back in where we're getting our support from.
So who's eligible to apply?
You know, what we've done is this scholarship is available for postgraduate studies. And so if you've got a degree and you want to study later on, it's focused around finance and economics, and the whole idea is that those that study that can then contribute back to the Muslim community by developing finance products to help the community.
So we're looking at sort of Islamic financial products? Or?
Absolutely. No, Islamic financial products, because the bank is going to try to create products and services that the community needs. So in this case here, it's for Muslim people.
So why is the National Australia Bank interested in Islamic banking finance?
Well, for a start, there are 500,000 or so Muslim people in this country, good Australians who believe in what they're doing and enjoy living in this country.
Say that again. I just don't think I heard you in Canberra.
What was that?
I don't think I heard you in Canberra.
No. They absolutely understand that, and we've had discussions with them. And quite frankly, when I mentioned this scholarship, the Sheikh Fahmy Al Imam Scholarship, I have to say that the Prime Minister himself, who's a big supporter of Sheikh Imam, thought this was a terrific thing to do. So fair's fair, that's what he said, and that's what he said in private, and that's, I think, terrific.
Is that the reason why you've called it the Sheikh Fahmy Al Imam Award?
Well, it helped that the Prime Minister supported it, that's number one. But actually, the reason why we called it that is because, one, he's a great Australian, he's a great Muslim, he's somebody who actually, I think, preaches the right things about the religion, but he's somebody who actually is a true representative of what we have.
You've just done the Islamic finance thing. Is this a big area, or is this something that the NAB is looking at getting into because it's growing, or is this just an interesting sort of intellectual exercise?
You know, there are 500,000 Muslims in this country, and I'm sure that the opportunity is large. It's relatively untapped and underserviced. I'm not sure how big it will be, but what I do know is that at least we're going to have a good crack at it. One thing I would say is the person who gets this scholarship is that they'll also get part-time employment at the bank as well to help actually turn studies into practical products and services.
Do you know of anywhere else this is happening in Australia?
I'm not aware of any other major bank who has reached out to the Muslim community and said, we want to do business with you. There's a free advertisement. National Australia Bank.
Yeah, you think it's free, buddy.
So what do people want to do? What should people do if they want to apply for this scholarship? I mean, sitting at home, I don't do finance. I remember looking at it for the first time, and I thought, psychology. That's what I want to do. So finance has got nothing to do. So what should people do if they want to apply?
Well, from the bank's perspective, I guess we can do what's relevant for us in the area we're focused on. We're going to put out some major advertisements to support this, and we're going to show people, the place where you can apply, show you've got a degree and what you want to do. It's not just on your academic results. We also want to see the kind of person that you are, the kind of leadership role that you want to play, as somebody who wants to go somewhere with their life and really contribute.
So the important question, how much is the scholarship worth?
About $25,000.
And that's enough to say, get on board.
Absolutely.
Okay, so there'll be a link on our website connecting through to the community update on the NAB website. Let's give a big Salam Cafe thank you to our guest, Mr. Ahmed Fahour. Thank you. We'll be back after the break. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to the show. Look, we obviously get a whole lot of emails and stuff, and there's a lot of great things coming to us from over the web, but we've decided we're going to find our own now because, frankly, we think we can find funnier stuff. So, we're going to introduce this new segment. We call it SalamTube, and basically what we have here is a little clip. Just to give a bit of an introduction, there's this thing that Muslims often have where if someone's reciting the Quran, it's seen as a really good thing to be so moved by the words that you move to tears. It's kind of evidence that you've got a soft heart and all of that sort of thing, that you're very sincere, very, very sincere. With that in mind, have a look at the following clip. Just keep your eyes on the left of screen. Just watch him. There he goes.
What a fake, man.
I'm sincerely moved. Sincerely moved. Can we just get another shot of that, please? Just so we can... Just watching. There you go.
That's what my 3-year-old niece does when I turn around the corner.
I think that's an Oscar-winning performance. Definitely.
That's impressive.
So anyway, that's it for this week.
Now, most people who know me well know that I like to have a good whinge. I'm pretty grumpy, so we've come up with a new segment in which I can actually vent my frustration and have a really good whinge. It's ridiculous what you read in the paper nowadays, and I've got a quote here from an academic in the United States called Daniel Pipes, who talks about Muslims and Islam, and he says, we're unprepared for the massive immigration of brown-skinned people cooking strange foods and maintaining different standards of hygiene. That's just ridiculous. I've had an absolute gutful of this stuff. I'm sick and tired of it. That's no way to talk about the English cricket team. They only come together and play in the Ashes series. It's ridiculous. But seriously, it's ridiculous. But apart from the odd dodgy kebab and the toilets in my local mosque for Tarawih, that's just absolutely rubbish.
It can't be true. Let's wrap it up on that note. Let's put our hands together for a great guest this evening, Mr. Ahmed Fahour from the National Australia Bank. Get on board, join the audience at salamcafe.com.au and look for the segment to join the audience. Everyone's having a great time, so that's fantastic. And join us next week when we have Ramba Abdul Fattah, a guest winning, an author who's won many, many awards. She's going to be with us next week, so look forward to that.
Also, don't forget, we've got new pictures, new profiles, so make sure you check out the website.
Especially look at Asad. Asad is a beauty. Thank you and good night. Salam alaikum. Bye.